What's poppin' YouTube, and welcome to my channel, Astro Finesse. It's your boy Lil Finesse Jiggy Hippie, back with another video for y'all. And in this video right here is if you have a Mars in Pisces. And I'll pause for the cause if you don't know what your Mars sign is. If you're just starting off this journey of self-love, self-understanding, self-awareness. If you don't know too much about yourself through astrology or numerology, don't worry, I got you. There are a couple of videos, I'll put the link in the description. You got to watch them first to become hip to the knowledge of what I'm about to talk about right now. So if you looked at your birth chart or your natal chart, it's the same thing. And you realize you have a Mars in Pisces, this video is for you. So without further ado, let's just get it popping, shall we? Now you already know, before I start, I'm going to give y'all a list of some celebrities so y'all could visually see what Mars and Pisces people look like and act like in reality. So to start, we got Marilyn Monroe, Heath Ledger, rest in peace, Billie Eilish, Tina Turner, Bob Dylan, Denzel Washington, your boy LeBron James, your boy J. Cole, Kelly Rowland, Travis Scott, Paris Hilton, LL Cool J, and Stan Lee. Rest in peace. All right, so boom, Mars in Pisces. First of all, in astrology, your Mars placement talks about your passion, your drive. It talks about how you express your energy. Remember, Mars equals action. It also talks about how you like to have sex. It talks about your action. Mars is your action. Venus is what you're attracted to. So Mars tells you how you go about getting whatever you're attracted to. Mars equals action. So having a Mars in Pisces, the Mars placement for the men talks about your love language, how you act like when you're in love. The Mars placement for the women talks about what you're attracted to, what you're looking for in a partner. And Venus, the Venus placement for the men talks about what you're attracted to, what you're looking for in a partner. And the Venus placement for the women talks about your love language, talks about your love language and how you act like when you're in love with someone. So having a Mars in Pisces, you already know Pisces is the most imaginative sign. Pisces is two fishes, one fish in reality, one fish in the spiritual realm. So they're always like contradicting themselves when they're sitting in reality, because their mind is always in the spiritual realm, but they're present in reality. Very imaginative, very creative, extremely creative. And the intuition for Pisces people is A1. Nobody has stronger intuition than Pisces, because Pisces is the last sign. So it's all the signs put together. It's the last step before we go back to the source. Remember, like, we're living a human experience, right? In astrology, the zodiac wheel, it all goes in order for a reason. So we're all living a human experience. We're supposed to come here, learn our lessons from our karma, to like clear out our karma, to learn our lessons. And while we're here on this human experience, we're supposed to all come back to the source where we came from, which is the cosmos, the universe, whatever you believe in. But Pisces is like the last step. It's like the final stage before going back to the cosmos. So that means that their intuition is A1, because they have the intuition, they have the energy of all the signs before that, because they've been here and they lived all the signs before that. Hope that makes sense. So having a Pisces Mars, your intuition is A1, just because you can also connect with literally everybody and anybody. You can sympathize with literally anybody and everybody, because you've lived that life before, you've been there before, you understand them because you felt that way before, because you've been here before many times. So it's like, that's why you're very wise and like a wise old soul. You know a lot of things just naturally, just because your soul has been here many times before. So understand that having a Pisces Mars, having Pisces energy in general, your energy is like the most divine energy, because you're connected directly with the source, because we're supposed to come here, experience this human experience, learn our lessons, and then go back to where we came from. So having a Mars in Pisces, remember, Mars is your action. Mars is what you like to do. So putting Pisces, the energy of imagination, also illusions and delusions. I'll talk about that in this video. But Pisces definitely has a rep for not being exactly what you see. It's like what you see is not always what you get sometimes with Pisces energy, because they can like present themselves in a way that is definitely not who they are on the inside. They really have a thing where they could like be illusionary or delusionary, or they could say little white lies, or they could do things, present themselves in a way that is not who they are on the inside. And I'll talk about that in this video. But yeah, putting that Pisces energy into the category of Mars, what you do, your drive, your passion, your action, You're gonna be the type that definitely have a rep for being lazy, and I'll talk about this because remember, Mars is your action. Having Mars in a water sign, remember in my Mars and Scorpio video, my Mars and Cancer video, Mars water sign do things off of emotions. They don't really like when the job has to get done. Mars is exalted in Capricorn because Capricorn is all about the work, right? When the job has to get done, Mars just wants to do it. But when Mars is in a water sign, especially in Pisces, and Pisces likes to be imaginative, Pisces likes to daydream, Pisces likes to live in their own world. Understand that Pisces like really live in their own world because in reality, they're just so disconnected with reality because they've been here so many times. Like they just have so many different past lives in their mind. So they're always imagining things. They're always connected to the source. They're always getting visions in their head. They're just getting like divine information in their head a lot. That's why they love to be imaginative. That's also why y'all love to sleep a lot because dreaming is like automatically shutting off reality and going into the spiritual realm. When you dream, you're in the spiritual realm. You're not in control of reality at that moment. When you close your eyes and go to sleep, you're in the spiritual realm automatically. So y'all do like to sleep a lot because y'all like to dream a lot. But you definitely have the rep for being lazy because like I said, when things have to get done, your initial reaction is not to like, all right, let's get it done. Like a Capricorn, oh, let's get it done. Or like a fire sign, we'll just like quickly do it. Because remember, Mars is ruled by Aries and Scorpio, but Mars is like a fiery planet. Mars is a fiery, passionate, like action-oriented planet. So when it's like in a fire sign, it's automatically get up and go do it. But with Mars and Pisces, when it comes to something you have to do, it's like instead of doing it, y'all will like really just like daydream about it, imagine about it, just keep it in your head. Be really like passive aggressive too about things because remember Mars also talks about your anger. It talks about how you express yourself when you're mad. It talks about how you like express yourself when you're trying to flirt with somebody too, low key, high key. So when you even like when you're flirting with somebody, when you want somebody to know you like them, it's not like you're gonna be right in their face like, hey, I like you, let's go do this. It's like it's gonna be low key, passive aggressive. You're gonna daydream about the person 100%. You're gonna daydream about that person a lot, and that person will not even know that you like them. But just because Mars is in Pisces, it's like y'all do things through intuition the most. It's not like an action-oriented Mars sign. It's gonna be doing things through intuition. So when you feel in your heart, in your soul, that this is what I'm supposed to do, that's when your action comes up and that's when you go about doing it. Remember, it's a mutable sign, so y'all can like really be like chameleons in any situation. Y'all really good at feeling energies and blending in, at changing yourself to be this kind of person in one scenario and then changing yourself to be another person in another scenario. Y'all just very like mutable, chameleon like in every single situation. So y'all could really be in any situation and then find your way, like you'll find a way to blend in and like, you know, make yourself at home kind of thing. But understand that having a Mars in Pisces, when it comes to getting things done, y'all definitely like to take your time doing it, very passive aggressive while doing it too. Y'all definitely like to imaginate about it more than like be action oriented with it. There's a plus and a minus to having this kind of energy too. But I'm gonna talk about the cons. I mean the pros first. But having a Mars and Pisces, like I said before, intuition is A1 with this placement. Y'all can feel everything, like literally feel everything in an environment around you. When there's a lot of people around you, that's why y'all feel like anxious, sometimes like tense a little bit, or y'all just feel uncomfortable sometimes when you're around a lot of people, even though you're not doing nothing or saying nothing. When you're in the presence of a lot of people, in the presence of an environment that a lot of things are going on at the same time, y'all will feel all the vibrations, all the frequencies, y'all will feel all that. So intuition, the way y'all feel about things is A1, like you're very sensitive to frequencies and vibrations around you. So that's why intuition is very A1 for y'all. That's why y'all are really good also at reading people. You're good at connecting with people. Y'all like that emotional connection when you're in a relationship. Y'all need that like intimacy, that emotional connection, because everything with Pisces energy is like an experience. It's like a spiritual experience. They are half in reality, half in the spiritual realm. So they're not just going to be all set in stone in reality. And y'all do get caught up being only set in stone in the spiritual realm. That's where like the substance abuse comes in. And I'll talk about that. I'll talk about it right now actually. Yeah, like because y'all are comfortable being in the spiritual realm, being in like your own imaginative mind and daydreaming and just being in like la la land in your sense, which is not, I'm not saying it's la la land in like general, but people will look and perceive the things you do. Because remember, Mars is what you do. Mars is your action. People will perceive the things you do. You're going to do it in a Piscean way, which is like low key, passive aggressive, and very imaginative. So people look at you and be like, yo, this person's really like not in reality. This person's really like not here 100%. That person daydreams a lot. That person's like always like, that person that person is in his or her own world. But in your reality, in your head, it's like you have a need to connect with the spiritual realm and also the reality, because like I said, you're the last sign, so you're here, the last final stage before you go back to the source. So you automatically have a need to connect with the source. So now having this energy with you, especially growing up in your younger years when you're less mature, having this tremendous responsibility of being able to connect with both the reality and the spiritual realm so easily, like easier than any other sign, which is why like being like using this energy, being like a psychic healer or being a healer for people when it comes to energy is like a perfect profession for y'all, because y'all connect with that realm so easily. But having this energy and not understanding it can really be a detriment to you, because you always feel like, I don't want to be in reality. I don't like problems coming in my face. I like to avoid problems by escaping reality, by escaping it, by running away, by swimming away. And that's where the substance abuse comes in. I'm not saying all y'all are substance abusers, but most of y'all like to escape reality. And by the maturity level of where you are in your journey at the moment, because y'all like to escape reality, the way that you escape reality is by using substances. It could be sex too. It could be sex. It could be video games. It could be drugs. It could be weed. It could be alcohol. It could be anything that makes you chemically change your mind state. So be very careful that you don't like try to escape reality so much, because how hard reality is can be on you if you don't understand how to balance out being both in reality and in the spiritual realm. Understand that it's a very, very hard balance. It's 100% a hard balance to be in the reality, in the matrix of humanity, which is like the system that we're born in, and to be in the spiritual realm, which is free and like divine and light. It's very hard to balance it out. But in your earlier years, or in whatever age you are, you'll be more susceptible to being substance abusers, because of the fact that you like to escape problems, like to escape things. You like to hold things in a lot. Pisces is the 12th house. The 12th house is like things you hold inside that you don't let out. It's like kind of secret. It's like a very secretive house, even more secretive than Scorpio energy. Because remember, Pisces has been a Scorpio before, so they have the energy times 10 in a way. To understand that, you like to hold things in a lot, which is why, and Mars also talks about your anger. When it comes to anger, when it comes to getting mad about something, y'all don't really get mad like outwardly a lot, or you don't do it off the cuff. When something happens to you, when somebody disrespects you, when somebody does you wrong, because your heart is so big, because you really feel that person's energy, because you sympathize with literally everybody, every single human creature on this earth, y'all sympathize with it. Animals, plants, anything that's living, anything that has a soul, because your soul is like the last stage, and because you have all the energies put together, y'all could really like sympathize and really be compassionate with every single living things, animals, plants, humans, whatever. So when somebody does you wrong, instead of like, confronting that person and telling that person what you did, how you feel, a lot of y'all will put yourself first and be like, put yourself first in a negative way by saying like, all right, I'm not gonna say nothing, I'm gonna keep it in, I'm gonna let that person just do him, do her, but I don't want to ruffle the feathers. I don't want to make that person feel the way I feel because of me, if that makes sense. Y'all don't like to make people feel bad, even if they make you feel bad in a way, because y'all like to put yourself first. You like to be self-sacrificing. Pisces energy is a very self-sacrificing energy. It's like they give up their life to help others. They give up their pride, their life, their ego, their energy for others, which is why y'all are very sympathetic and very compassionate with humanity. So it's a good and bad thing having this energy. Like I said, if you know like how to understand yourself and control this, you can use it to propel yourself and be successful in life while not getting taken advantage of. Because like I said in all my Pisces videos, the way this world is looking, the way this world is, everything is backwards. Literally everything is backwards. So if you are a good-hearted person, a kind-hearted person, that is looked at as weak. If you are an asshole, if you like don't care about people, if you do bad things, that's looked at as strong, powerful, cool, whatever. So everything in this world is backwards. So understanding that you have this compassionate energy in you, you have this ability to connect with every living creature, every living thing in a compassionate way, makes y'all very like soft, very sweet, very innocent looking, very like laid back, very like protective of harming people, because y'all hate harming living things. And having this will make all the damage be put onto you, and you'll keep it all in, you'll hold it all in. People will disrespect you, will treat you bad, and instead of like lashing out at them or telling them off, you just take all that in and keep it all in and keep it a secret and keep it inside. And it has to come out anyway. Anything that gets bottled up has to come out. That's just the way energy goes. If it comes in, it has to come out. So having this negative energy, having all this energy inside you, what might happen, I'll be susceptible. That's why I said to escape reality, to abuse substances, to like, all right, I gotta go smoke right now. I gotta go drink. Like I gotta get this off my mind. Like I gotta do something outside of reality. So being comfortable doing this is like a very self-destructive way of handling problems, handling your anger, handling your energy that's inside of you. Because like I said, Pisces is a very low-key, very isolated type of energy. It likes its space. It likes being by itself, so it can recharge itself. But then when it's in public, when it's around people, it's very compassionate and very like loving and giving of itself to everybody. So that's why I like to go by themselves. And that's why you'd be like, damn, I haven't seen that Pisces Mars person in mad long. Where'd she go? It's like they had to isolate themselves so they could like get their energy back before they come back out. And then people were gonna just take like advantage of their energy anyway. So understanding that you have this energy where your powers, like your vibrations, is healing to everybody. That's why people always want a piece of you. People always want your help. They want you to do things for them. People always come to you for like advice on help. People just always come to you naturally because your energy is healing in nature. But having a healing nature, if you don't know or understand how to like transmutate your energy in a more productive way than self-destructive, which is by escaping, which is by abusing substances, which is like where all that comes in. If you don't know how to like really express yourself in a productive way or in a way that doesn't self-sabotage you, having this placement can really damage you if you don't understand the energy you have and how to use it. It's very important. It's very important to really like look within yourself and know who you are as a person, know what you have to offer, know all your strengths. Like I said, intuition, A1, compassionate, very like just very imagination, creativity, A1. Like your strengths are A1. Know your weaknesses, being a little too nice, being self-destructive, abusing substances sometimes because of the tendency to escape reality. Knowing all your weaknesses and strengths, knowing all these things will help you to live your everyday life and help you to make decisions that will help you prepare yourself in life. Like you will make a decision knowing yourself, knowing your strengths and weaknesses, and that will help you be successful. You won't be making decisions off of your emotions all the time, because y'all do need help making decisions when it comes to logical decisions. I'm not saying that y'all not logical, but all I'm saying is having a Mars in Pisces, water sign, and a Mars placement, y'all do things off emotions, off of intuition, just off of emotion, not really logic. So when things get built up in you, when you're always taking in somebody's pain, when you're always being used as a sponge, you understand that it's damaging you in the long run, because you're gonna have to bring this energy out somehow. You're gonna have to like express it somehow, and then that's where the substance abuse comes in, or that's when the escapism comes in. You can even use sex to escape reality. Understand that people think like sex is not a way to. You can really use sex to escape reality, but knowing your energies will help you to like understand how you can like transmutate the energy. But advice for y'all, and I say this a lot in my videos when it comes to healing yourself and knowing how to express your energy in a productive way, is by meditating, meditating for Pisces energy, especially because y'all are automatically connected with the divine source. You're automatically connected with the higher power automatically, just because you're the last sign, the last stage. The Pisces, one in reality, one in spirituality. So meditating will really help you to hone in all your powers and to have control over your emotions. Will allow you to like really be in reality, because meditating means you're in reality. At the same time, you're clearing your mind, and you're also able to let your imagination flow and flourish, because your imagination is A1. So if you understand how to put the imagination and add that into reality, into what you're doing, your work, your passion, that will help you become very successful in life. So also, lastly, Mars talks about your sexual aggression, your sexual passion, your sexual preferences in a way. So when it comes to Pisces, y'all do have a very good rep when it comes to sex, because y'all, like I said, y'all just love to heal people. Y'all love to save people. That's like the savior complex. Y'all like to save people. You love to heal people. You're really in tune with everybody you deal with. So your partner, you know exactly what to do to make them feel good. You know exactly what they need, because you like really get in tune with their energy. You get in tune with their body. You really know what they like. You know, like you kind of understand every single body movement they make and why they make it, because you're really in tune with that person. So y'all really good at pleasing your partner. You're really good at having that like spiritual connection when it comes to sex, because everything about Pisces is an experience. It's a spiritual experience. So they need to feel that connection. They need to feel that emotional connection, that emotional intimacy, because it's like a spiritual exchange of information. It's like a spiritual ceremony when it comes to sex. So they look at that in a very like imaginative, fantasy like way. So y'all do like to role play a lot when it comes to sex. Y'all like to daydream about your partner. Everything is all about fantasy, imaginating, dreamy, but it has to have that spiritual connection, because you have to feel that emotion with your partner. You have to feel that connection. It has to be like a spiritual, it has to be a spiritual connection between y'all two. And having this with a Pisces Mars person, that Pisces Mars person knows what you like. They knows how to do it. They know how to please you. They know like why you do what you do. They really get in tune with their partner, because they really merge energies with your partner, because they look at you, they look at your higher self, they look at you past your flesh, they look at your soul, because they connect with you, because they've been here, done that many times before. So this video is getting kind of long. I'm not gonna lie, so I'm gonna stop it right here. But that's my video on Mars and Pisces. Hope y'all enjoyed that. My next video is gonna be on a whole brand new series. I'm about to start my Mercury through the sign series. So Mercury and Aries is my next video. You already know I'm about to go in. If you have subscribed to my channel, appreciate all y'all for real, like for real. Channel is growing tremendously. I'm not stopping. You already know I'm not stopping. Mars and Leo shit. But if you haven't subscribed yet, go ahead, handle that one time for your boy. Don't forget to drink your water, mind your business, and be safe out here. It's your boy Lil Finesse Jiggy Hippie. I'm gonna see y'all when I see y'all. Peace.